when I was a kid, sorry, when I was a small child, of 4, 5 years, 6 years. You're from Mumbai? I'm from Pune. I was born in Pune, and this building was not there. And I used to come every Saturday and sit with
Oh, it's party of Maharashtra. These are my family friends. And they're going to help us with everything. This is Mr. Sopher, Consul General of Shoshani. And he is Vera. And he's what is the whole of So, they're helping us to bring people inside and they 5:30.
You will come to your shop?
5:30 later, not 5:30.
All good, all good.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you can.
I don't have come. Have you met at the one in Nalagoda?
Good evening, sir.
The synagogue. Yes, the synagogue.
Good evening, sir. Hello. How are you? Good.
Thank you so much. You're taking so much. Some tea and all. No, no, change it up. I don't know. We'll have some tea and all. You like it, right?
Let's do it today.
Come that side.
Let's do the post picture one. But put onto the camera.
This is your grandfather's synagogue.
Historic moment.
One for the camera now. All of you together, please.
This guy told me that his grandfather, this guy,
Yes.
that his grandfather was here and he's sitting in his own bench. It's exciting.
Every Saturday, we had prayers over here. 60 years ago, 70 years ago, 75 years ago, and I was a child of 4 and 5, and 80 years ago, I was here. We used to come, and at that time, we had 2 gates, one from the left side and one the main gate over here. And during this whole span of time, we had prayers all the time on the Shabbats. Every Shabbat we had prayers, and we carried on. And today is a historic day. For this day, this law was always shut, and the people had to go from the backside. So this tomb of David Sassoon, the founder of the synagogue, the founder of many good deeds, we are nothing, and I am nothing. We follow the footsteps of our fathers. And David Sassoon died in 1863 on 7th of November, and it was on 5625. 5625. Now we are in 5875. 160 years ago, he was buried over here. And this synagogue was being built and completed, and under his guidance, he gave the Sassoon Hospital.
Let's speak to the people there as well.
I want to tell you the story that is most historic, and I'm very extremely grateful to this grand lady, Zimra,
Yes, Dr. Zimra.
that she did. She saw to it that our steps would be made and the people can come from here all the time, and we will make them a Muslim like those others. You could come and let the foreigners who want to pray to Almighty God through him, and through people like him we can reach the heights. With that in mind, I think
Yeah, let's
Lamp.
نشبع النظام زقينا إخبار وواحد راجل هو خبرنا يزال الشيخ and I am very, very proud of this human being, the Consul General of Israel. He's a lovely person. We've had at least 50 years of Consul Generals, but nobody like him. Please give him a hand with your hearts and not only your hands. He's a lovely man, a simple man, and a humble man. What is important, not to me alone, to the entire race, not only the Jewish race. Wherever he goes, he makes himself completely humble. I don't know if he has a
another issue. The issue in the synagogue.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उच्चल वंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय. Now it's time for the Hatikwa, the national anthem of Israel.
Kolot banema penima nefesh Yehudi omiya ulfate mizra kadima haim letzion Sophia עוד לא עבדה עתיקתנו, התקווה שנות 2000, להיותם כובשי בארצנו בארץ ציון ירושלים. להיותם כובשי בארצנו בארץ ציון ירושלים. Thank you.
kindly take your seats. So, good evening and shalom, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Mr. Solomon Sopher and the trustees of the OHEL David Synagogue, I accord a warm welcome to each one of you this evening. Friends, we have assembled today to celebrate the 160th anniversary of the OHEL David Synagogue, popularly known as Lal Devar. The foundation stone of OHEL David Synagogue was laid in 1862 with the generous donations by David Sassoon, the Jewish merchant prince of Bombay, now Mumbai. He passed away in Pune on the 5th of February 1864 and was buried in the ground of the synagogue in a special enclosure in the east. The OHEL David Synagogue was opened in 1867. Similarly, the foundation stone of the Sassoon Hospital, Pune, was laid in 1863, and the hospital was finally opened in 1868. Dr. Zakir Hussain, the then President of India, visited the OHEL David Synagogue and placed a wreath on the tomb of David Sassoon on the 10th of December 1968 to mark the centenary celebrations of Sassoon Hospital. 10 years ago, we had the governor of the state of Maharashtra as the chief guest for the marking the 150 years celebration of this synagogue. Today is the 160th anniversary, and we are graced by distinguished and celebrated guests. We have the ex-deputy mayor of Pune. A round of applause for madam. We have Mr. Wadekar, who's also RPI leader, and we have many more distinguished guests. Some of our guests couldn't make it because we've just been told that there were some urgent flights to Delhi, so they had to go for some meeting perhaps. Now it gives me great pleasure and privilege to introduce to you Mr. Solomon Sopher, leader of our community and president of the Indian Jewish Congress. He is the chairman and managing trustee of Sir Jacob Sassoon Trust, which has 3 synagogues, namely OHEL David Synagogue and 2 synagogues in Mumbai, Knesset Eliyahu Synagogue and Magen David Synagogue. Mr. Sopher is a philanthropist and takes care of medical and financial assistance for many lesser fortunate people on a non-sectarian level. Many have been beneficiary of free dialysis and other treatments, and he has been financially assisting over 200 people, underprivileged people, on a monthly basis for years. He is the man who proudly says, "We are one," and has been a leading proponent of the unification of all Indian Jews as one community, irrespective of geographical background. Yeah, that deserves it. He also heads the Sir Jacob Sassoon Charities and also has decades of expertise and experience in dealing in horses. Now, let us give a big round of applause and invite Mr. Solomon Sopher to enlighten us with his thoughts.
The Consul General for the State of Israel, Mr. Kobbi, Shoshani, my dear friend from the RPI who is on the dais, and all dignitaries sitting on the sides of where I speak from. Indeed, today is a momentous occasion for us to celebrate the 160 years of the OHEL David Synagogue. This synagogue was built, according to me, on 7th of November, where he passed away, David Sassoon. And in 1847, they did a lot to try and see that the synagogue was built. It was built for the Jews. It was built for no any sector of the Jews. It was not written, this is a synagogue for the Bnei Israels. It was not said that it must be the synagogue for the Baghdadi Jews. In the memorandum which I have with me, it is meant Jews. Okay, the Jews came and the Iraqi Jews were in large numbers. But don't differentiate. And don't think, no, that's a very wrong notion. A synagogue is built for all the Jews, big and small, young and old, rich and poor. So I want you all to just take out this feather from your minds. Some of them, they tell me, no, we have to go to the other. We have to live together. Our community is dwindling. Shabbat prayers, whether you have the Shabbat prayers here or in the other synagogue, the Sukkot Shalom synagogue. I remember many years back, I don't think Zimra was there, but I saw the 91st year of the celebration of Shalom, and I saw that we gave them 91 lakhs of rupees, 91,000 rupees for that year. Sorry for my saying. And there is nothing to bifurcate the Jews from one sector to the other sector. Jews are one, and we should go on helping each other, loving each other, and working for the success of the community. Our trust, which is by me, does not care whether the is from Israel or from Timbuktu. We want to get our help and solace. Now, as the Jews may think that I am only the chairman of the Jewish community, I have opened the Jewish Trust to all communities. I am the first chairman who opened the Trust to all communities, rich, poor, and the dialysis, people suffering from kidney problems. Jesse and my girls work on it. Veera, Jesse, Naomi, and all of them, they try to see how many of the dialysis cases we can get and get them cured every 3 monthly. We spend a lot of money. We don't earn as much money because of the FCRA. Now what is FCRA? It's a foreign contribution regulatory act. The government of India, very unfortunately, has imposed restrictions. So we cannot get funds, but we'll try to see that they will decide to help the genuine cases, because ours is a genuine case. And every month, on a monthly basis, we give 2 non-Jewish only, Jews and non-Jewish, provisions so that the poorest section, the lesser fortunate people than us, do something. Today, I am very, very happy to inform all of you that the Muslim of David Sassoon has been opened, thanks to Zimra and thanks to the people who worked at the doors which were closed for 170 years, 160 years, and were opened only from the back side. I asked them and I requested them, let it be opened from the front side. Like people go to Haji Ali, Haji Malang. How have they become Hajis? Likewise, David Sassoon died at the age of 72, and the doors of the synagogue tomb will be open for you all to take blessings from the dead. Because the dead can do much more than the living. So please give Zimra a hand, and all the workers to see that the door, the Muslim door is open, and you can go and pray on the tomb of the late David Sassoon. In a few moments you'll see lighting going up and down in different colors on the doors, and so you can keep trying to see the tomb and take blessings. Last but not least, I want to thank each one of you for having spared your valuable time to come today. And before you all go, don't forget, there's a handsome meal. We've ordered vegetarian food from one of the best caterers in Pune. So please have a good feed after the function is over. God bless, not you, not them, all of you together with a hand. God bless.
Odd one. What a lovely speech. And when Mr. Sopher speaks, he speaks from the heart. I saw the overwhelming speech at the tomb when he was lighting the lamp. Now, we have a distinguished guest, RPI leader, Mr. Parshuram Wadekar. He is also the president of the Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Sanskritik Mahotsav Samiti. We would like to hear a few words from him. Please, sir.
नमस्कार. मी मराठी बोलू शकतो म्हणजे मला आता या ठिकाणी आज या वास्तूमध्ये हॅलो मला माझ्या पत्नीला उपमहापौर सुनीता वाडेकर आम्हाला आमंत्रित केलं त्याबद्दल या वास्तूचे सगळे ट्रस्टी सगळे ज्यूज मेंबर्स सगळ्यांचे मी मनापासून आभार मानतो की त्यांनी आम्हाला या ठिकाणी बोलवलं. आजच्या या कार्यक्रमाला उपस्थित आदरणीय सोलोमेन सोफेर
कब्बी शोशानी, तसेच सुनीता परशुराम वाडेकर डेप्युटी मेयर, आदरणीय कॉर्पोरेटर कॅन्टोन्मेंट हिमालयताई कांबळे, लीना देशपांडे आणि या सभागृहामध्ये उपस्थित सर्व प्रतिष्ठित नागरिक कार्यकर्ते बघणे, खरं म्हणजे हॅलो, माझा जन्म ससून हॉस्पिटलमध्ये झालेला आहे आणि जे ससून हॉस्पिटल बांधलं ते डेव्हिड ससून यांच्या समाधीला मी हात लावू शकलो, मी फोटो काढू शकलो, त्याबद्दल मी माझं भाग्य समजतो की आज ज्या माणसाने एवढं मोठं हॉस्पिटल उभं केलं, मुंबईमध्ये, पुण्यामध्ये, विविध भागामध्ये त्यांनी समाज बांधिलकी स्वीकारून एवढं मोठं काम केलं. त्याचे डीन म्हणजे ज्यांनी बांधलं ते डेव्हिड ससून यांची समाधी मी स्वतःच डोळ्यांनी पाहिली, मी फोटोही काढला. मला खूप आनंद झाला की जिथं आमचा जन्म झाला त्या हॉस्पिटल ज्यांनी बांधलं त्यांच्या हॉस्पिटलचं दर्शन मी त्या वास्तूचं घेऊ शकलो आणि मला खूप समाधान आहे की या वास्तूमध्ये मी आज उपस्थित राहून 2 शब्द बोलतो. कारण की मी या रोडनी नेहमी जातो, घरातून निघलो की डायमंड हॉटेलला 1 कप चहा पिणं, नाहीतर आता इराणी कॅफेला चहा पिलं, परंतु या वास्तूत यायची आम्हाला आमंत्रित कोण करत नव्हतं आणि कसं यायचं लांबूनच बघायचं. लहानपणापासून एक फेमस आहे, कुठं चालला तर लाल देवळाच्या बाजूला हे हॉटेल आहे, ही वास्तू आहे, पण लाल देवळाच्या आतमध्ये आम्ही आलो नाही. आज लाल देवळाच्या आतमध्ये आलो, समाधीचं दर्शन घेतलं, या स्टेजवर उभा आहे, हे मी माझं भाग्य समजतो की ही संधी मला प्राप्त झाली. या ठिकाणी आमच्या आदरणीय झिब्रा मॅडम आमच्या इकडं राहतात, खरं त्यांच्यामुळंच ही मिळाली. माझी मिसेस सुनीता त्यांची खूप चांगली मैत्री आहे, एक फॅमिली रिलेशन आमचं झालेलं आहे. माणूस हा नात्याने महत्त्वाचा नसतो, या ब्लडनी महत्त्वाचा नसतो. एक दोस्ती झाली तर ती नातेवाईकापेक्षाही खूप चांगली असते आणि म्हणून आमचं मॅडमशी खूप रिलेशन एक घट्ट झालेलं आहे. आणि आमच्या प्रभागामध्ये आणि आमच्या भागामध्ये मॅडम खूप काम करतात, कितीतरी सामाजिक काम त्यांनी केलेलं आहे. त्यांचे मिस्टर बी माझे दोस्त होते, आम्ही त्यांच्या घरी जायचो. आज आमच्याकडं त्यांनी डायलिसिस सेंटर काढलं, कितीतरी लोकांना त्याचा फायदा होतो. आमच्या इकडं महापालिकेला हॉस्पिटलमध्ये तिथल्या आरोग्य कर्मचाऱ्यांसाठी काम करतात, ही देखील खूप मोठी गोष्ट आहे आणि खूप समाधान वाटतं की ही कम्युनिटी नेहमी काय ना काय करत असते. आपल्याकडून शिकण्यासारखं खूप आहे, तुम्ही खूप देता. या भारतामध्ये आपल्या कम्युनिटीने खूप काही दिलेलं आहे, त्याचं वर्णन मी शब्दात करू शकत नाही. नेहमी जीव समाज हा फ्रेंडली समाज आहे, कधी कोणाच्या आध्यामध्ये नसतो, पण नेहमी मदत करायला पुढं असतं. डेव्हलपमेंटला मदत केली पाहिजे, जिथं राहतो त्या देशामध्ये आपण काहीतरी दिलं पाहिजे आणि खूप काही तुम्ही दिलेलं आहे. हे भारत देशातले नागरिक कधी विसरू शकणार नाही, एवढं मोठं काम तुम्ही केलेलं आहे. त्याबद्दल तुमच्या सगळ्याबद्दल आमची कृतज्ञता असणार आहे. आणि मोठी मोठी प्रपोजल आपण केलेली आहेत. या सगळ्या ह्याच्यामध्ये आज मध्यंतरी मिनिस्टर आले होते, त्यावेळेस इब्रा मॅडम म्हणत होते की आमचे फक्त भारतात 4000च्या आसपास कम्युनिटी राहिलेल्या आहेत नाही का. आणि खरं मुरली मोहोळ आज येणार होते, पण त्यांना दिल्लीमध्ये काही काम लागल्यामुळं ते येऊ शकले नाहीत नाही का. आणि त्यांनी मला फोनवर शुभेच्छा द्यायला सांगितल्यात की या कार्यक्रमाला माझ्या मनापासून शुभेच्छा आहे, पण केंद्रामध्ये त्यांना अचानक बोलवल्यामुळं ते दिल्लीला गेलेले आहेत. या सगळ्या ह्याच्यामध्ये आत्ताच साहेबांनी भाषण केलं की आपण सगळे मिळून या देशामध्ये जे काम करता ते काम आम्ही कधी विसरू शकणार नाही. मी मागाशी सांगितलं. आणि आम्हाला देखील तुमच्यापासून एक शिकण्यासारखं खूप आहे. दान देण्याची जी परिमिती आहे, दान दिलं पाहिजे आणि दान हे मनापासून दिलं पाहिजे. आणि ते दान देण्याची जी ही आहे हिंमत असते, काहीतरी करावं, ही आपल्यामध्ये आहे. हे देखील आम्हाला खूप आनंदाची गोष्ट आहे. काल या भारताचे घटनाकार डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर यांचा स्मृती दिन झाला. त्यांना महापरिनिर्वाण दिन असं म्हणतो आपण. ते काल झालं, आज हा कार्यक्रम होत आहे. आणि म्हणून या ठिकाणी डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकरांनी या भारतीय संविधानामध्ये लिहून ठेवलेलं आहे की या भारतामधले सर्व जे नागरिक आहे ते सर्व इक्वल सगळे आहेत, सर्वांना अधिकार आहे. आणि म्हणून बाबासाहेब आंबेडकरांचे आम्ही एक अनुयायी, एक कार्यकर्ते म्हणून आम्ही सगळे काम करत असतो आणि त्याचा विचार आम्ही पुढे नेण्याचा नक्की प्रयत्न करत असतो. तर या ठिकाणी पुन्हा एकदा मी मॅडमचे सर्वांचे मनापासून आभार मानेल की आज 160 वर्षे या वास्तूला झालीत. 160 वर्षानंतर आता मलाच 55 वर्ष माझं चाललं आहे. मी या वास्तूमध्ये अगोदरच यायला पाहिलं होतं नाही का, परंतु पहिल्यांदाच आलो. आतमध्ये येताना देखील मी म्हटलं की आपण नेमकं पहिलं मला वाटायचं हे चर्च आहे, म्हणजे असं चर्च असं वाटायचं मला. परंतु नंतर लक्षात आलं मॅडमला भेटल्यावर की ही वास्तू आहे. आणि माझी मिसेस हिमालीताई आम्ही स्मशानभूमीमध्ये जी कोरेगाव पार्कला आहे तिथं काहीतरी मदत केली पाहिजे, काहीतरी आम्ही करावं तुमच्यासाठी. आमची खूप धावपळ असते, काहीतरी व्हायला पाहिजे आणि मी करण्याचाही प्रयत्न करतो नाही का. आणि या सगळ्या ह्याच्यामध्ये हा दिवस माझ्या आयुष्यात मी कधी विसरू शकणार नाही. मी आजच फेसबुकला आज फोटो जो मगाशी काढला मी तो सेंड बी केला की जिथं माझा जन्म झाला त्या ससून हॉस्पिटल ज्यांनी निर्माण केलं त्यांच्या चरणाशी मी हात लावले, डोकं ठेवलं. ती वास्तू मला आज डोळ्यांनी पाहता आली. आणि मी माझ्या मित्रांनाही सांगाल की आपण इकडं जाऊन भेट देऊ आणि आपण दर्शन घेऊया की एक मोठं काम ज्या माणसाने उभं केलं ते जीव समाजामधले आहेत, ते मोठे लोक आहेत. तर पुन्हा एकदा या कार्यक्रमानिमित्ताने आपलं सगळ्यांचं कौतुक करावं तेवढं कमी आहे. आपण संख्येने जरी कमी असाल परंतु कर्तृत्वाने तुम्ही सगळे खूप मोठे आहेत. तुमचं कर्तृत्व खूप मोठं आहे. तुम्ही 100, 1000 एक असाल, आम्ही जेव्हा 1000 असू, तुम्ही 1000चं काम एक व्यक्ती करता. एवढी तुमच्यामध्ये ऊर्जा भरलेली आहे, स्पिरिटेड आहे. तुमच्याकडून खूप शिकलं पाहिजे आम्ही. हारत नाही तुम्ही, जिद्दी आहात, काहीतरी केलं पाहिजे, लढलं पाहिजे. हार नावाची गोष्ट तुमच्यात नाही आहे. काय बी करून म्हणजे मातीचं सोनं करण्याची ताकद तुमच्यामध्ये आहे. एवढी किमिया तुमच्या सगळ्यामध्ये आहे आणि कष्ट करण्याची हिंमत देखील तुमच्यामध्ये आहे. आणि शून्यातून विश्व निर्माण करण्याची ही देखील तुमच्यामध्ये हिंमत आहे. म्हणून तुमच्या कम्युनिटीला आमचा मनापासून सलाम आहे. आमचे देशाचे पंतप्रधान मोदी साहेब हे देखील आपल्या सगळ्याबद्दल नेहमी शुभेच्छा व्यक्त करत असतात. आणि आम्ही सगळे मिळून आता आपल्याबद्दल नक्की शुभेच्छा या ठिकाणी आमच्या असतील. मी उपमहापौर सुनीता वाडेकर, आमच्या सगळ्या कार्यकर्त्याच्या वतीने, तमाम फुलेशाह आंबेडकरी चळवळीच्या कार्यकर्त्याच्या वतीने आपल्या सर्वांना दीर्घ आयुष्य लागो, उदंड आयुष्य लागो अशा पद्धतीच्या सदिच्छा शुभेच्छा आपल्यापरी व्यक्त करतो. आणि या ठिकाणी माझे 2 शब्द पुरे करतो. जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र, जय भारत. माझं मराठी कळलं असेल तुम्हाला.
आमची मातृभाषा मराठीच. धन्यवाद सर. Such kind words of encouragement and recognition. One more round of applause for Mr. Wadekar. We all have seen the hard work. It's all there on the internet. It's on YouTube. We've seen the hard work. Mrs. Wadekar and Mr. Wadekar. Hello. Mrs. Wadekar and Mr. Wadekar have been working day and night in terms of crisis for Pune city. So thank you so much, ma'am. And sir, may I now request another, guest of honor. We have our guest of honor, Dr. Devidas Golhar, Director of Innovation, Incubation and Linkages at Savitribai Phule University, formerly known as University of Pune. Can I request him to please take a seat on the table? Also, may I call upon Rabbi Michael Sampson to please take a seat on the table. We have a dynamic corporator from our Koregaon Park area, who's always the first to come and help us, especially with our Jewish cemetery in the Koregaon Park area. May I please call upon Ms. Himali Kamble to please say a few words.
First and foremost, I'm very grateful, and I would like to express my gratitude towards Zimra madam actually. On the occasion of 160th anniversary of OHEL David Synagogue, I feel blessed and honored to be a part of this function actually. आणि जसं वाडेकर सरांनी सांगितलं, I'm actually a Rosarian. I belong from Rosary School. And when I was a student of Rosary, I always had this curiosity about this place. And what was the culture behind this? And believe me, for almost 15 years, I was searching for this answer. And through Zimra madam, we got this opportunity to attend this event, to get to know about your heritage. And on this occasion, I truly believe I'm blessed. Like Sir said, we are able to get the blessings of late David Sassoon. And looking at his work and knowing the contribution of Sassoon Hospital, not only for Pune people, I'm sure everybody knows about it. आपल्या सर्वांना माहिती आहे की फक्त पुण्यामधल्या पेशंटसाठी नाही, तर आज महाराष्ट्रामधून अनेक जे ग्रामीण भाग असतील, अनेक भागातून जे रुग्ण येतात, and they come from a very big hope of getting treated over here. And we are blessed and fortunate. We have such a good medical facility in Pune, wherein patients are treated for their illness, and their contribution in our society is very big. So once again, I would like to thank Zimra madam and my fellow corporator, who is very senior to me actually, and she is the ex-deputy mayor of Pune, Mrs. Sunita Ji Wadekar. And on this occasion, I would be very thankful to Parshuram Ji Wadekar also, and his tremendous speech on this occasion too. And thank you again everyone for inviting us. We truly, truly, truly feel blessed and honored to be on this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your kind words. Yes. May I now request our guest of honor, Dr. Golhar, to say a few words for us and enlighten us.
Good evening. First of all, with all my humility and gratitude, I express my sincere thanks for inviting me here, and especially to my former colleague and my good friend, Dr. Daniel Penker. So because of you, I'm here. I'm requesting him from a very long time that I want to visit the synagogue. I want to study the history, and we're quite interested in the evolution of it. But what better day? I could visit this for the first time on the 160th celebration of this synagogue. So congratulations to all the August gatherings over here. I grew up in Mumbai, and I have my fond memories of studying in David Sassoon Library at Churchgate, because I used to reside at JS Hall, studying in Jamnal Bajaj, and that used to be the most quiet place to study, and with a rich resources of books. And this actually helped people like me actually to pursue our education, and also wider our perspective and horizon towards understanding the societies and the communities. So those are the days which I had good friends of mine from the community, so I had little knowledge about the customs, the culture. But since I was in Pune, I was missing this particular culture and custom, and this is where I found Dr. Penkar, and I thought that let me again have those good old memories, fond memories to rejoin over here. I represent Pune University over here, and we all know in the recent times, Pune University is making efforts in the area of innovation. It's venturing into the areas of digital technology, learning, machine learning, and which better country to associate with. So Israel is one of the countries we are closely working with. It is just one thing that crossed my mind today, and I was just going through that, are there any formal centers where we can actually study Israel, the Center for Israel, Israel Studies? And there are only 2 or 3 in India, but Pune doesn't have one. And I'm told that Pune has one of the maximum population of Jew community. So is there a possibility where we can actually have a center for Israel study in Pune University? And I think a lot of things has gone unnoticed in terms of the societal or economic contribution that the community has made to this country. Now we have moved so far that we stop mentioning you and us. It is so much of synergy, and there's so much of what we call the social integration of the social fabric, that we all become one now. But still, what distincts this particular community is its ability, and it is holding the humanity at the top of it. And through human service, serving God, I think that is what the similarity between Hinduism and Judaism, I believe, is. So I think this August gathering that is there today, you must have visited the Pune University campus. Some of you who have not, I invite you over here to look at the departments, look at the centers, look at the contemporary areas that we have ventured into. And if there's any possibility of any collaborations, if there's any possibility of you interested in taking up any kind of study, I think that would be the best thing that we repay in some or the other form the community has done to this country. I wish you all the best. And as a part of the education representation, I think we all will grow together, because in the days to come, we all are, hearing about AI, ML, and synthetic biology and so on, so not. I think Israel has made a great progress in these areas. And this is somewhere we are very natural partners in education, in other areas as well. And this community in every possible, right from defense to arts to cinemas to education, name the sector, and this community has made its impact and has made the contribution that has made India in totality a pride. So again, I thank you, and as I said, with generosity, I express my gratitude for inviting me over here. And at some leisure time, sir, I'll come down again and have a look at the entire premises. Today is an August gathering, but thank you so much for inviting me. And I again invite you over city campus at any point in time, because our institution is just half the age of this synagogue. So this institution has made a great contribution to the society, and let's learn from each other. We also will follow the institution's progress. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Now it gives me great pleasure in inviting our chief guest and introducing him a bit. We are very grateful to Mr. Kobbi Shoshani, Consul General of Israel, for gracing this occasion and enabling the synagogue and the David Sassoon tomb on the Jewish route of Maharashtra tourism. Mr. Kobbi Shoshani is no stranger to India. He has been visiting India even prior to his appointment as Consul General. Right after the establishments of full relations between India and Israel in 1992, he took a very, very prominent part in establishing the Israel Embassy in New Delhi. Round of applause for him. May I request Mr. Kobbi Shoshani to now enlighten us with his words.
Shalom, namaskar. My dear friend Solomon Sopher, Gulji, my colleague from RBI, Sinora, Zimra, Anand Deshpande, so many people. I know that in Pune, the Punaiker don't like two things to do. They don't like to go down to Mumbai, and they don't want to go out from home on Sunday afternoon. And you came here today in Sunday afternoon. It surprised me a little bit because I know that you don't like to do so. But be serious for a second. First time that I came here to this amazing synagogue was during COVID, when everything was locked down. And I remember, I don't know, where is he? He was opened the door for me with the masks. And I was amazed by the beauty of this synagogue. And today, before we enter to here, Solomon, Zimra, and I inaugurated, as you mentioned, the Jewish route, these two places, this OHEL David and the tomb of David Sassoon. And the Jewish route is extremely important, not only for the Indian Jews, and not only for the Jews. Because when I read a book about India, I read a book about a lady that immigrated from India to Israel in the 50s, 1950s. And all her friends were from Europe, and they spoke about anti-Semitism, about the Second World War. And she said, I don't know this story. I came from India. I never ever suffered from any persecution or fear. This synagogue, more than 160 years, and the Jewish community in Ali, in Mumbai, more than 2,000 years, with their customs and tradition, without any fear or prejudice. This is unique to India. And I have to tell you, I would like, on behalf of the government of Israel, to say thank you very much to the Indian people, to the Indian people, to the Indian spirit that can keep the Jewish life here in Pune and in Mumbai. With your permission, I would like to speak just about the synagogue, because it's not a unique it's a unique synagogue. Normally, it's not the shape of a Jewish synagogue. There is a tower and the red bricks. Normally, the synagogue is a little bit with a lower shape, without a tower, and you can see the influence of the British influence of David Sassoon. And it's a really unique place. But David Sassoon, if you are in Mumbai, you know that every corner you can see school, library, docks, schools, some of them, you know, by the way, full of Muslims. And I'm very proud of it. He didn't give only to the Jewish community. He gave also to the whole community. And this is again part of the Indian DNA. Then I would like to congratulate you, the Jewish community, about this amazing synagogue and the tomb. This is part of the heart of Mumbai. But we have to keep it and help us to keep all these institutions in a good shape. And tell me about any incident that happened, especially in the cemetery, to know what's happened, because it's important to preserve the heritage of the Jews of India. Shalom, Am Yisrael Chai. Thank you very much for all of you.
Wow, lovely words. Thank you, sir. Now, may I call upon I'll call upon Mr. Sopher, Mr. Solomon Sopher, and Mr. Kobbi Shoshani to please felicitate our guest of honor. Okay, this is from Solomon, sir. Yes. Yeah. Mr. Sopher, please felicitate Mr. Kobbi Shoshani, the chief guest. Loud round of applause. Thank you, sir. May I request Mr. Kobbi Shoshani to kindly felicitate our guest of honor, Professor Golhar, Dr. Golhar. Yes. Next, we felicitate Mrs. Wadekar, ex-Deputy Mayor of Pune. Mr. Parshuram Wadekar, dynamic leader from RPI. So, now we have very special dignitaries and Puneites and people from our community who have been contributing a lot for social welfare. May I call upon Corporator Himali Kamble, please. Always been of great help to Korega Park Cemetery. Yes. Next is Mr. Abhairaj Shirore, Trustee of Ami Punekar and a man who has worked on restoration of forts and wadas from Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's time and has renovated them. Next is Dr. Shubhangi Shirore. She is principal of Marathwada College of Architecture. Right. We have our Lieutenant General Russell Mordecai, PVSM, AVSM. Very proud of him. Let's give him a standing ovation. Yeah. The only Lieutenant General from our community in Pune. Dr. P.N.N. Iyer on behalf of Rotary Club, Pune Downtown. Now I call upon the heads of our synagogues. From Pune, Sukkot Shalemo Synagogue, Chairman or Secretary. Mr. Gatkar, please. Yes, round of applause. Magin Hasidim Synagogue, Mumbai. Gate of Heaven Synagogue, Thane. Round of applause. Let it come. Tiferet Israel Synagogue, Mumbai. Share Rasson Synagogue, Mumbai. JDC IJT Chairman Dr. Nathan Aston from the Indian Jewish Trust, Indian Joint Trust. Share Rasson Synagogue, Mr. Kolatkar. I've taken all the 5 names. Chairman of JDC and Indian Joint Trust, Dr. Nathan Aston. I hope I haven't missed out on any synagogue. Okay. May I call upon Mr. Nathu from ABVP. Kurla Synagogue. Round of applause. Itzheim Prayer Hall. Round of applause. Itzheim Synagogue.
Friends, I cannot stop this occasion without my dear friend Judah. He was my right-hand man, and he was the younger brother of Zimra, and he was responsible for telling me that Zimra will be a source of great help to the community and myself. And that's how I got Zimra to help me us. And I have no words to express that Sinora and the boys are looking after his tradition and remembering that the synagogue which they are now running was exactly his doing in a very big, wholehearted way. With that in mind, I'd like to present a small token of my love, my appreciation, and my words cannot express to Zimra, Dr. Zimra, who, please remember, I went to New York, and when I was there, She was not a nobody. She was a somebody. So please, always respect the somebodies as much as you respect yourself. Zimra, please come.
The Rabbi Michael Samson, please come ahead. Hazan. Is this person here?
I don't know.
I can show you all. He's a rabbi. He's more than a rabbi. And I am giving you the opportunity of hearing his melodious prayers, starting with the Meshibirach for the congregation. Thank you.
Mr. Samson Girard. Hazan Samson Girard. Now I request Mr. Solomon Sopher to give Mish Barakah, which is a special Jewish blessing to our chief guest and guest of honor and all our distinguished guests.
Meshibirach. Michael, I'll give you the honor of doing the Meshibirach.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
To say the
מי שברך אבותינו אברהם, יצחק ויעקב ומשה ואהרון ודוד ושלמה וכל הקהילות הקדושות, הוא יברך את כל הקהל הקדוש הזה, גדולים וקטנים הם ונשי תלמידיהם וכל אשר להם כדי עלמא, ויברך ידכם ויזכה ידכם וקצל אתכם ויטע ביניכם אהבה ואחווה, שלום ורעות, ויסלק שנאת חינם מביניכם, וישבור עול הגויים מעל צוואריכם, מקוים בכם ובנו מקרא שכתוב, כי אדוני אלוהיכם ההולך עמכם להילחם לכם ובכם, וכן יהי רצון ונאמר אמן.
Mr. Joshua Ping. Mr. Joshua Pingle, please. Our Hazan recites a beautiful play.
Hello.
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 Can I call upon Maj Gabe, please? Maj Gabe.
Marge has just come from America about a couple of days back, and she took the trouble to come all the way from Bombay to Pune, and she said, no, I'll come with the bus and not in a private taxi. She is the oldest member of our synagogues in Bombay, and I owe my allegiance to her and her family. God bless her. May she live up to 101, and afterwards we will see whether we get the 20 years later.
Can we call upon Dr. Danny Painker? Dr. Danny Painker?
Danny is a lovely man. Many people can say many things about him, but he is one person whom I love. And he's not only a talker, he's a doer. He, I know, has every part of love for the community. And he wants all our synagogues to go from strength to strength. God bless him, and may he work together with all of us. Amen. I'd like to give one token of appreciation to Jesse and Veera. Jesse has been one person who looks after the trust, and she always is ready to help anyone. Veera,
all this we can do is only because Mr. Solomon Sopher. It's all, with all his support, we are doing all this work which we are carrying on. May God bless him with long and healthy life. Amen, amen, amen.
Now it's my pleasure to thank Dr. Zimra Israel for all her efforts in driving this celebration event and making it a great success and leading the volunteer organizers of Pune. Now I request Dr. Zimra Israel to give a vote of thanks before we take photographs and we hear a very energizing sound of the shofar.
Thank you, Moshe. I don't think any occasion that will go without the community. The first thing is we have our entire Jewish community. They've come from Mumbai, they've come from Pune, they've come from everywhere. Thank you all very much for being here with us. Of course, our Kobbi Shoshani, he is our friend, my brother, and has always helped us and helped whenever I needed anything. Kobbi, thank you very, very much. And he has made this institution and the monument, mausoleum there, brought it on the Jewish route, where everybody, all people all over the world know that Jews exist in Pune, and we are here. We are here to stay. Small community, but we are here. Yeah. Yeah, fir bhi Hindustani. I mean, I've come all the way from US and to stay back in India. I would like to thank, there are some people who were supposed to come, but they haven't come. There is a guy who's helped us a lot, Mr. Malhar, with the beautification of the outside of the Pune cemetery. And he has been a great, great help, and done for the Adar Punawala Clean City initiative, he has helped us. So the other, what happened was Solo and the girls, they just told me we need to do this function, but because of things happening, the elections, etc., we had to move it to this date here. And many of the people that we were expecting could not make it. So I'm really sorry about that. But they are with us, and they always with us through all our efforts in preserving and doing things for the community. My compare here, Moshe, and Yosef Naugaukar, the secretary of the Sukkot Shlomo Synagogue, the three of us, along with Jesse, Vera, and Solomon,
have put this whole event together. Thank you. Thank you for all your help. We did it in a span of about 2 weeks. Not only that, we beautified the synagogue. We took funds from Solo, give us the money, and we made a fantastic toilet block for everybody. It's a 5-star toilet block, so the best that any synagogue in India will have.
I agree.
The best. Then we have also, as you say, the steps that were made there. I pulled all the people here to help us. We've had Viju, Eliyahu, and Vilas Yadav, my driver, a lot of people who have been working non-stop. But thank you all very, very much for everything. And the most important person, of course, our Wadekars, who have been family to me and always help me with our dialysis center, with our Rotary help. And all my Rotary friends who are here, my colleagues from Rotary, there are a whole bunch of them that are here, who have come here to help and support us. And whatever we do it together, and we make a difference to Pune. We want to make a difference to the city. Of course, the leader of the big gang is our dear Solo. What can we say about him? We cannot say anything about him. My brother Judah was his right hand. My brother Judah was his right hand for many years. And as he said, Judah told him that get Zimra to help you. And unfortunately, both Judah and Raymond are not here. But I told him, I'm Judah standing next to you. So I am the female version of Judah. Yeah. Again, I thank our community from Pune very, very, very much. Everybody has come. Everybody from Mumbai. Thank you all very much. Enjoy the food. We've got fantastic food out there. It's vegetarian, very well. We've chosen the dishes. Please have. And now we will, okay, we'd like to felicitate our two team members.
Only 2 people. One more person.
Moshe Ashton.
What's his name?
He's young, he's brilliant, and he was wonderful today.
Yusuf.
I have no words of thanks, and I this.
Joe Nagaukar. No, Otis not there.
Thank you, everyone.
By hiring
Please see, the synagogue is open. The doors of David Sassoon has been opened for you all to take blessings, like Haji Malan and Haji Ali. We have a Haji over here in the synagogue. You always get blessings. And don't forget, Shabbat is the most important day for us to come closer to God. God bless all of you all. And please don't go home without a sumptuous dinner. It's vegetarian and you can eat as long as you all can. I thank Hayim very, very much for his coming and spending time with us.
Somebody needs to give me.
And all the others who have come.
Now I request Rabbi Sassoon and Mr. Gerard to energize this place with a lovely blowing of the shofar. May I request all to stand, please?
ورفعة وعلا وصحة وخبرة بروح أصلاً عن القلوب إسرائيل وسيد الشلوم وبرمهاو هو برحماو يعسي شلوم علينا وعلى كل أم إسرائيل وإمرو If anyone wants to stay for Arvit, Rabbi Daniel is reciting the Arvit.
הושיע את עמך וברך את נחלתך ונעשה מדע עולמי ייתן מציון ישועת ישראל בשוב אדוני שבות עמו יגן יעקב ישמח ישראל שירה מעלות הנה ברכו את אדוני כל עבדי אדוני העומדים את אדוני בלילות שאו ידיכם קודש וברכו את אדוני יברך אדוני מציון עושה שמיים וארץ אדוני צבאות עמנו מסגנון יעקב זילה אדוני צבאות אשר אדמות יחבך אדוני יושיע מלך יענן ביום קורן בשלום יענה ושכבה וישן כי אתה אדוני לבדד ודעתו שיבני תודיעני אור החיים סובע שמח ונאת פניך נצח מיתן מציון ישועת ישראל בשוב אדוני שבות עמו יגל יעקב ישמח ישראל יומם יסרבה אדוני חסדו אשר עמי תפילה לאל חיי وشعاع صديقي من أضناي معوض بعيد صارا ويعزري من أضناي ويفلطيم يفلدهم يريشعيم بيوشيعيم كي حاسبو حيزكو لبابخيم ولم يا حليم لضناي لشيم يحون قجا بريق وشخين مدخيل ورحيم ورحيم ودخيل عداش مديود